Seaweed liquid fertilizer is the best organic source of trace elements and it can be very useful. In this video, we will talk all about seaweed fertilizer, its benefits, the right way to use it and some of its side effects at the end. So keep watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Seaweed fertilizer, also known as seaweed extract, is basically the extract of weeds found in the sea. There are certain types of such weeds that are used to make this fertilizer. It provides our plants several benefits, but it's majorly known because of the microelements and growth hormones it contains. It also provides us many other benefits, so let's talk about them one by one. First benefit of seaweed fertilizer is that it promotes the growth of the plant. It contains some growth hormones that enforce the plant to grow bigger. Seaweed fertilizer also contains trace elements like calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc and so on. These elements are required in smaller amounts but have major roles in the plant body. For example, the deficiency of magnesium causes yellowing leaves and calcium deficiency results in black spots. This way every element is related to a leaf problem somehow. Hence the regular use of seaweed liquid can fulfill these deficiencies and automatically no leaf problems. Seaweed liquid can be used to soak seeds as it helps in better and faster root growth. As the seaweed is a liquid fertilizer, that's why it gets into the roots quickly and shows its results within days. It also has a good amount of potassium in it, making it very useful for vegetables and fruiting plants to enhance their taste and color. Plants treated with seaweed liquid tends to have fewer leaf problems. The leaf color and size will be better as well. This thing can be very useful for foliage plants. Seaweed liquid contains certain compounds that are toxic to nematodes, which are also called as soil pest. It is also very known because its regular use can make the plant resistant to stresses caused by drought, temperature fluctuations, pest infections and so on. Seaweed fertilizer also improves the quality of soil, making it very useful for the roots. It also prevents soil erosion if used regularly. Soil is very important for growing any type of plant. That's why you must have a good soil recipe to use time to time. So some of the simple homemade soil recipes are also added in the description box and I button. Must check that out. Seaweed is a high dose fertilizer, which is a very useful thing about this fertilizer. But here we also need to use it more carefully. Otherwise it can cause serious damage to the plant, on which we will talk at the end. For making a liquid fertilizer out of seaweed, we need to follow right ratios as concentrated form can harm. For that, take a liter of water in a bottle and add around 10 ml of seaweed liquid. You can also buy a pure quality seaweed from the description box link. Now you can mix this solution evenly. This way our usable seaweed fertilizer is ready to use. As it is a liquid fertilizer, you need to apply it very carefully. For that, first lose the upper layer of soil and let it dry out a bit. Now you can apply this diluted seaweed liquid on the soil. Use around 100 ml for a 10 inches of pot at the evening time. It's an organic fertilizer. A little up and down is okay, but don't go much far. For a smaller container, decrease the amount respectively, and for a bigger container, increase the amount respectively. This way you can use this liquid every 2 weeks within the season. You can use seaweed liquid fertilizer for all type of plants, especially for heavy feeders, but avoid using seaweed liquid on plants like cacti, succulents and newly repotted plants. For cacti and succulents, you can use this homemade fertilizer that is made from very simple ingredients. Details on that are also linked in the description box video. You can use that. And for the seedlings, use only a smaller dose. Now let's talk about some drawbacks of seaweed fertilizer and how we can overcome these effects. The first thing is the alkaline nature of seaweed fertilizer. Once applied, it raises soil's pH and this thing can be a problem for flowering plants. To deal with this issue, you can limit its usage on such plants, or you can use compost instead of this, because compost helps in balancing the pH levels and works the same way as seaweed fertilizer does. And you can even turn your kitchen's waste into compost. Details on that are also linked in the description box guide. Another thing is the smell of seaweed liquid. This dark green colored liquid has a bad smell like most of the other organic fertilizers. But once it's absorbed by the soil, the smell will be gone. Another side effect of seaweed fertilizer is that it's a high dose fertilizer and can cause burning of roots and stunted growth of the plant. So follow up the ratios described previously. Seaweed fertilizer is not a balanced fertilizer and that's why using only this fertilizer can be a bad choice. So to give a balanced dose of nutrients to your plants, you can use compost liquid beside seaweed fertilizer as an alternative source. A complete guide on that is linked here. Must check it out, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.